Hi there, my name is Vela, and today I'm going to be showing you exactly how to create a woodblock print. So to start your woodblock print, you're going to need a few materials. Those materials are going to include this is a 12 by 12 piece of pine. You can use whatever size you'd like, but this is a good size to start. You're going to need a roller to roll your ink like this right here. You're going to need a spatula or something like a spatula to get your printing ink onto your woodblock. You're going to need printing ink. You're going to need a spoon or something like this. This is going to help to create a smooth print onto your, a smooth transfer of ink onto your woodblock, and then from the woodblock onto your paper. And then finally, you're going to need something like a plate or something of that sort to roll the ink on. So I just used a cheap pan that I had laying around. And so like this, it's very easy for me to just roll as much ink as I need to on, as well as it being a very flat surface that I can scrape the ink off and reuse it. That way, it doesn't go to waste. So to start your woodblock print, of course, you're gonna have your piece of pine, and you're going to need a gouge of some sorts. This is just a cheap gouge from Hobby Lobby. They're very accessible, easy to get. You can get some higher quality ones if you'd like to spend more money, but if you're beginning, something like this is perfect. And so as you gouge into your wood, this is gonna act, the gouge marks are gonna act as negative space because the ink is not gonna be touching where the gouge marks were. So for example, this is a print I made a while back. And as you can see, the areas that are gouged are the color of the wood, and that is because the ink did not reach those areas. And that is a goal that you're trying to create when you are making a woodblock print. So after you gouge your image onto your woodblock to your liking, then you are going to go ahead and start preparing your ink. And that is done. And let me get this in there. So you're going to get your ink. You're going to take your spatula, take a little bit of ink out, and just go ahead and smooth it onto your surface. Then you're going to start rolling that ink and keep rolling until you get a very thick, even coating of ink on your surface as well as your roller. And then once you do that, you're going to get your roller and you're going to start rolling your ink onto your woodblock print. So roll the ink, and go ahead and just go at it very liberally. Add ink, layer after layer of ink. Make sure you get a very nice layer of ink on this because your first print is not going to come out very well either way. So you might as well start making sure, because this is going to absorb just a little bit of ink. That's just how wood works. So it's going to absorb a little bit of ink. So you want to make sure that you get a good amount of ink on there first, so that the first layer can do its thing. And then when you get that first layer out of the way, then your prints are just going to slowly get better and better until they become very consistent. So that's going to be done by, when you get your piece of paper, you're going to put it onto your woodblock print like this. And then you're going to go ahead and get your spoon and just start smoothing the surface like that. And just first you can go light to get it set, take the corners. And then what I do is I kind of put my finger right here and I just circular patterns. Just take your time. There's no need to rush. Take your time. Now they have better tools for this. There's something called a brayer, and basically it is a big circular, basically something that's going to help you smooth. It has a handle like this, and it's going to help you smooth very evenly onto your woodblock. A lot of people still say you should use a spoon with a brayer as well. I don't have a brayer, so I used a spoon. It came out perfectly fine for me. But like I said, just take your time and smooth, just like that. Get those corners, and then once you think you're satisfied, you're gonna go ahead and peel back your image. and you should get something like that. Now, you can repeat this as many times as you'd like. That's the whole reason that woodblock printing, the whole point of it is that you can just recreate a very consistent image. And all you're gonna have to do to recreate that image is, of course, maybe spread a little bit more ink on your surface, roll against that surface, and then roll your ink back onto your woodblock print. And as long as you keep going, the prints are just gonna get better and better, of course, to a point where they're just gonna stay very nice, consistent green prints. But it overall is a really fun process. It's something I really enjoy, and I'm glad I learned how to do. Even though I learned how to do it for class, I know for a fact that I'm gonna wanna do this again just for personal projects. I really do enjoy woodblock printing, and I think that you'll enjoy it too.